Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast, the show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Iesha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Yo. Habari Live Season 2. Let's go. Let's get it. Yeah, man. Season 2's in the house. We're going to get this shit going, man. My bad to cuss this early, but, a little hyped up. We get this Season 2 going, man. This is the first episode. We're going to talk about a lot of different things. We do have a guest coming in soon. She should be coming in the building. But like always, welcome to Habari Live, live from Paradise Valley in Phoenix, Arizona. Oh crap! Let's see. I'm gonna go through my spiel as soon as I get to it. Welcome to Habari Live, where we keep you updated on the news, sports, and entertainment throughout the week. Like always, we are always live from Paradise Valley in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's get it going. This week we have a special guest, Scaife. She's the owner of Perfektionz Boutique. She should be here in a couple moments here. So what's up, Jimmy? What up, Iesha? How you guys doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
Another long week. We had a long weekend. Well, it was this week period, man. Trying to move. We moved, switched up some shit. And man, it's tough moving, man, because you see how old you are. Even when you was young, moving was tough, man. It's just hard, all the stuff, and then you always have more stuff than you think you really do.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I think we were in that situation, but we got it done. That's all that matter. You know what I mean? We still living out of boxes and shit, but we're in the house. You know what I'm saying? We're doing our thing. Been kind of tough, you know what I mean, because things aren't up to where we think they should be. But we'll get it together, man. So what you how's your week going, Whack Jimmy?
I'm cool. Paid off my plane ticket. I'm excited for that. Finally.
Excited to go to Nash. No, isn't this? What is it?
I'm not excited for the place. I'm just excited for it. You know what I'm saying? See my nieces and nephews again.
Yeah. It's been what, a year?
Yeah, a little bit out. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Time flies, man. It goes quick, man. So yeah, that'd be nice for you to get a little time out, do something different, But this week, let's get into some
And now, this week's Habari News Weekly with Damon Dipleen Ellison. Sponsored by
no one at the time. But we're gonna go over some news real fast until we get Miss Keys into the house. We got Patrick Xavier. This gentleman has been arrested for the murder of Takeoff. Looked like he's the alleged killer. Houston Police Chief Troy Finner said Friday that investigators charged 33-year-old Patrick Xavier Clark with Migos rapper Takeoff's murder. The announcement was about 31 days after Takeoff's death. Takeoff was whose name is Kersnick Carey Ball, was killed by gunfire outside a private party at a downtown Houston bowling alley on November 1st. 2 others were injured in the shooting. I'm happy that they finally got the person that did this. Hopefully it's the right person and they got everything come out the way it's supposed to, man. And it's sad, man. I mean, it's just sad, bro. I wish that these young dudes would realize that they can't live life the way that they used to. It was a private party, but you're a millionaire. You have to only be around millionaires. You only have to be around people that's in your pocket range, man. You can't be around these people rolling dice. I know he wasn't in it, but when you're standing around, it's it's tough, man. You know, you don't want to be a person to talk and say, hey, he shouldn't have did this, he shouldn't have did that. You know, it's tough, man. I just, it just keeps happening to our rappers, you know what I mean? And it's sad. You know, you want them to I want these kids to live, man, and see a old age. And getting into it and fighting when you're in your 20s and early teens, man, it's just a big part of it. You get into it with everybody, man, and everybody
Right.
be tripping. Everybody think they the toughest person on the block. It's tough, man. So I wish these kids would put their focus on other things. I didn't roll dice. I didn't play. I didn't roll dice. I didn't hang out in places where I didn't hang around the dice circle. I just never did that because I knew nothing but fights. I always jumped out. Nothing but fights. That's all that's ever happened. Every time I've been around a whole bunch of cats rolling dice, nothing but fights, arguments. You know what I mean? So I ain't mess with it. I didn't roll dice. I didn't mess with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to deal with nothing like that. My cousins and all them, my brother, they would be over there rolling, doing their
Right.
thing. You know what I'm saying? I'd be somewhere else. I just didn't get into it, man. It wasn't my thing. I never been a gambler. It's just fights. That's all it turns into, arguments and fights. So I don't know, man. If you got money, you're
Even
rich.
though he wasn't the one that was a part of the argument, he still placed himself within that situation.
Yeah, man. I mean, if they had a show, you do your show. Unfortunately, man, I know it sucks, but you need to go somewhere where you feel safe with around your people. You don't need all these cats, man. You don't know, and all these cats, man. I know, man. I don't know, man. Just get you some ladies, dude, and go on to your private place where you at instead of where all these crazy people at. People that you're comfortable with. That's the way a lot of these people. They don't need all these big entourages. They're with themselves.
Yep.
So it's. I don't know, man. It's hard to talk, and tell people things without sounding that you have like empathy for the situation. But I do. I mean, I understand. But at the same time, man, why does it just keep happening to us? You're not hearing about white people getting shot up, country musicians getting shot up, pop stars getting shot up. Britney Spears ain't worried about this. Taylor Swift ain't worried about this. It's us, man. You know what I mean? They ain't worried about getting shot by, you know what I mean? It's not something they even worry about. Getting into an argument with some dude and they out there fighting and like, I don't know, man. We gotta change stuff, man. We and too many people like this stuff. Oh, you hear what happened? So and so and so and so got into it. They like this crap, man. We gotta stop, man. We gotta stop, man. Gotta stop.
I definitely agree.
Yeah, man. I mean, I say it all the time. The music and your life, you portray, the music portrays your life, and it can't be that way.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? If you have to switch it up, man. We got to switch it up, bro. We can't live the life that we're singing on songs. We can't do that, man. Go home. Go sit down somewhere, man. We seeing what's going on. I don't know, bro. I just don't want to see these young kids dying like this, man. I like to see them make it, man. I know how tough it is. But hopefully, you know what I mean, things come out better, and we can make a different decision, man. Because let's go to this South Phoenix story with the DEA. You remember?
Cockfighting.
Yeah, yeah.
He was waiting to say that.
Anyway, so this is some Phoenix shit, man. Search for drugs in South Phoenix home leads DEA to agents to cockfighting facility. These, man, they're sword fighting, man. No, I don't get the cockfighting though, man. I really don't, man. But people have been doing it for years and years and years, man.
It's big in Mexico, isn't it?
Yeah.
Big in Mexico.
And the only place I knew about it was really Florida. It's the only place I knew cats were really doing this stuff. You know what I mean? So But the DEA Task Force served a search warrant when they made the discovery. It was just on Thursday morning. They were searching for drugs at a South Phoenix home. It led federal authorities to a discovery of what they believe was a cockfighting ring in the backyard. The DEA served a search warrant at the home. It was near 15th Avenue and Broadway. Wow. This Thursday morning. During the search, officers located several roosters in the backyard and suspected the property doubled as a cockfighting facility. The Phoenix Police Department was rolled out to assist. When detectives responded, they discovered numerous items of evidence that indicated cockfighting was occurring. Sergeant Brian Bauer told the news over 100 caged and loose roosters were found in the backyard. Could you imagine being these people neighbors? Just roosters early. I just man, that would
All
go
at like
crazy.
3:00 in the morning.
Man, neighbors told 12 News that inside these structures were stands and a ring built to carry out the illegal fights that allegedly happen every other Saturday. Wow. The Arizona Humane Society's investigator and medical teams responded to take custody of the roosters. Due to the animals' medical conditions and aggression, the humane decision to euthanize. Wow. They killed them. They killed him on the scene. A
Just because
spokesperson
of
for
the
says,
Cockfighting.
yeah, they said they was
condition,
their
the
medical
medical
condition
conditions.
and they was aggressive.
Oh,
Wow.
So over 120 roosters were killed. Wow. This is just
And it's just in somebody's backyard.
This is just one of the more than 8,100 cases of suspected animal cruelty AHS assists local police with each year, the organization said. Phoenix police are now investigating how long this ring was operating. The department urges anyone to report any suspicious activity in the community if they see or hear or they even smell the problem with a large number of roosters in their neighborhood. Ooh. Please contact Silent Witness or Phoenix Police directly. Yeah, that probably doesn't smell too good.
So as soon as you hit the block, all you smell is roosters.
Ugh.
and cocks. Sorry.
You just gonna keep
Gross.
throwing that joke out there, huh?
That's disgusting, man.
I mean, if y'all keep catching it, yeah.
But the thing is this, though. My main thing is this. The police work with the Humane Society to get aggressive animals, and it's pretty smooth how they handle that and how they do that. And seeing this, it made me think, man, why can't they work with
Mental health.
the mental health officials and things like that in these situations just as smoothly? When they get someone who has mental health issues,
Right.
why aren't they, hey, backing up just like they did with these roosters and calling somebody else to try to talk these people down? And if it escalates from there, you know what I mean?
They got experts on the
Right,
scene
right.
that can actually handle the situation.
And try to get the motherfucker talked down. You know, and these are one of the things that people really talked about when we discussed trying to reshuffle or reset up or whatever you want to say the police department, because it's a mess. And we need to put in more money for funds to help the mental ill. If we can do this for the animals, you know what I'm saying, and then Humane Society can come in and make the humane decision on what should happen. We should be able to do these for people who have schizophrenia, for people who have all
Any type of
issues.
medical condition
Right.
or mental health issue
Man.
that could be where they could actually work with a team of mental health officials and actual doctors
Right.
that can come on the scene and just be like, hey, and de-escalate the whole situation.
Right. I just don't understand. It's weird. I mean, we trying to make sure that people are in the best situation. I know we all care about animals a lot, but it's like we're doing more for them than we are doing for actual
Mhm.
people. I mean, we have situations where we get stray animals off the streets,
But
but
that's
we
because
leave people on the streets just sitting there.
America as a whole has more sympathy for animals than they do actual human beings.
Yeah, it's pretty sad, man.
Very sad.
I'm kind of confused about it. I don't get it. You know, I don't know, man. I don't know. What's up, Patrick? Morning. We got to figure out something with that, man, because I think that's terrible. Let's talk about the Scottsdale situation this week. We had a couple of lockdowns at two Scottsdale schools. The lockdowns were lifted after reports of an armed person was on campus. No suspect was found. Police said. Lockdowns at the two Scottsdale schools have been lifted after Scottsdale police investigated report of an armed person on campus at Cactus Shadows High School. Police say a student with from Cactus Shadows reported to the school's resource officer that they saw another school-aged boy with a handgun. The person was described as wearing dark clothing, walking with a limp, and carrying what looked like a revolver, police said. So they're going off the kid's words. So hey, maybe he's or her telling the truth. We don't know. The officer then alerted the Scottsdale Police Department, who responded immediately and placed Cactus Shadows and nearby Black Mountain Elementary on lockdown. Officers then searched the school for any threats. During the search, police were to locate a person matching the description. What?
Gotta tell Jimmy to open the door. Because he gonna look at me and tell me she here. Well, go open the door. You closest to the door. He goofy.
The door was already open. I was just
That's all good. No problem. How you doing?
Good
Come on
morning.
in. You're gonna have to move anyway. Go ahead, go.
If they go on commercial.
Yeah, let's go to a quick break. We'll be right back. Hey, no problem. Welcome back. We got our special guest in the house. We have Key Scaife. She's the owner of Perfektionz Boutique. And where's your boutique located?
So we're currently online,
Okay.
but we do allow in-store pickup.
Okay.
So if you're based out of, if you come Arizona, you can come in and pick it up.
Okay, cool.
And that's in Chandler.
In Chandler. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Definitely. Love Chandler. We always talk about it because we what does he do out there?
Councilman
Odie Harris. I talk about him every time and forget his name every time. So I suck. Anyway, so what do you guys offer in your boutique? What is it that you do exactly, or what do you focus on?
So we offer sizes small to 3X, and we
Okay.
focus on women that have curves.
Okay.
So clothing that accentuates your clothing. I mean, your shape. Like that's what we focus on.
Oh, most definitely. We definitely like
Stuff that fit it.
Definitely.
So is the outfit that you're wearing today a Perfektionz boutique outfit?
It is. It is,
Okay.
and actually released on Monday. So it's a new item that I haven't even released yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's really nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Now, are you making all your products yourself, or?
No, so I don't make any products right now, but it is something I'm working on.
Okay. So what did you come up with this idea of making your own boutique and start releasing your own clothing?
So I started off initially as like a side hustle.
Okay.
I'm a single mom, and I was like, I need to make some extra money to supplement my income, and I
Right.
started to love it. And in September, I retired from my career, so now
Wow.
I do this full time.
Wow.
And I love it. Like,
Wow. Hey, that's amazing, because that's my inspiration. I want to quit, start doing this full time, but it's tough. You know what I mean? So
I didn't say it was easy. Some days are good, some days are amazing, and some days it's like, did I make the right choice?
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
here.
yeah, yeah. And that's just human, just to question the situation. But it takes a lot of guts. And I definitely give you a round of applause for that because being a leader, being an owner, it's stressful. It's not, people think it's, just go start a business. Oh man.
No, being
There's
an
a lot.
entrepreneur is not for the weak.
Man.
There's a
Like,
lot of knowledge that you just don't know. And once you actually get out there and get into it, you're like,
Mhm.
oh,
Yeah, it's a lot, man.
I didn't think about this before I started.
I done had so many days where I done cried and I done been like, I don't get this, but I think it's important to just keep going. Like even the stuff you don't know, the things you don't have figured out, like keep going. And network.
Yep. Yep.
So
Be nice, network, and always, always, always talk to everyone you can. You know what I mean? And let them know your product and what you're doing and who you are and what you represent. People don't understand how important it is with business because, I see a lot of people online, they supposed to be business owners and they're talking down on certain groups. They're talking mess about crazy politics and they're talking craziness about other people. Like, I don't know how you're gonna own a business like this. You the reason why companies are so tough about language is because there's always that one person that may be mad
That
and
might get offended.
might get offended. And we what we're trying to do is make everyone buy our product. We don't want to make anyone say, hey, I don't want to buy that product because of this. And we know that bad goes around much quicker than good. You
It
know what I
really
mean?
does.
Always. You say something, you do something good,
They might only
people
tell
keep
one or
it. They
two
might
people.
tell one person. Mess up,
They're gonna tell
they
everybody.
telling everybody. They think, oh, he said this or that. Oh, he works for there and he said this about my people. And what they gonna tell? They gonna tell every single person they know. And we all know that.
oh, you're right. Especially being a black owned business and then being a black woman. Like if you blink the wrong way, somebody is going to have an opinion about
Man.
what you did. So
And it's tough. I hate to say these things, but we're really tough on our own. I don't understand why we're so tough. I say it all the time. This girl told me yesterday, I told her, hey, when you post about a black business, try not to say all black businesses need to do this. Let's just talk about the person
Or
that you had
that
a
specific business.
bad time with. Let's
yes.
stop doing that. Let's stop posting all black people need to learn. Please, let's stop doing that. Because what we're doing is we're making it seem like we are putting our own businesses in bad situations. Everybody think that black businesses is bad and you're a black person and you're putting out that energy that we are bad. We don't ever say that. When we talk about Target, Walmart, that's what we say. Oh, I went to Walmart and it was this. We don't say all
Yep.
white businesses. But when it comes to us, all black people, they need to price their stuff better. They be trying to do they. Why do we do that? Let's stop
Or they'll
doing
hit you
that.
with the most thing that I've been seeing lately is the don't come to me unless your budget correct.
I don't care what it is.
So you telling me that as a business owner, you're not going to work with potential clients' budget and what
Hey,
they have
I don't care.
and try
I
to
just don't.
accommodate them?
Stop putting us in a box. That's all I'm saying.
I think that everybody shouldn't be a business owner. But
That's
let's just
true.
keep it real.
That's
But
true.
it goes back to morals and integrity. Like I
Mhm.
try to be a good person on a regular.
That's
So I
real.
mean, if you incorporate that into your business, then you really shouldn't have no issues. But
Mhm.
it's not. People be good on the surface,
Mhm.
but if you not right within, you ain't gonna know how to operate a business. I don't care if you're white, black, purple, green.
Right. You have to
Me
be
personally,
able to check yourself.
Mhm.
You have to be able to understandably the customer's right. I hate it. And people, I understand this is your business. You know what I mean? But if you want customers and you want people to come back, you make that person happy. Every situation is different from how that person is going to be happy and what you're going to do to make them happy. But if you do a little something more to make that person happy, they're going to come back and they're going to tell the next person about their experience.
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
That's
If you
very
do
true.
the bad, you do something bad, you cuss them out. Oh, you ain't got enough money. They definitely gonna tell. They going online for that. They going to
They
Facebook.
making a TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
let me
So
tell y'all what went down when I was in this. Exactly.
Right,
That's
exactly.
let me tell y'all what happened.
Yeah, man. So you know what I mean? I mean, we gotta stop
And I
with
feel like
the
in order to, I guess, make it, you got to know yourself and your limitations.
that's
I
true.
know, I can't be me personally. I can't be no business owner.
You don't
I,
know that. You're only 17.
you're right, but like
You have a lot of
as
growth
of
to
right
do.
now, I can like you know what I'm saying, in my personality right now,
Mhm.
I can tell I
No,
won't
at
be.
17 I would have said the same thing.
Yeah,
Right
like
now, he doesn't have the patience
Right.
to learn to do
Exactly.
certain things. But
Yeah.
as you grow, you get you
I
get
Right.
the patience and stuff for that.
like I move too fast for things.
And exactly what I was
Every
like.
customer isn't ideal, but I'm not gonna air nobody out.
Mhm.
On my Facebook or my Instagram, if a customer does something, it's always red tape with
Yeah.
every business.
Right.
And I'm not
Yeah.
trying to sound like cliche or nothing. It's just like you gotta know when you get into being an entrepreneur, everything's not gonna be ideal.
That's real.
Everything's not gonna be perfect, but you
That's
just
real.
gotta roll with it.
And I
Yeah.
feel I only understand that because I work. You know what I'm saying? I work in food. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
there
you
be
see a lot
people.
of people who not happy with what they
There's
get
a
or
lot of
what they
people who gets upset with me, and I'm like, hey, I don't cook the food. You know what I mean? And
Okay.
I understand that I'm one of the people probably responsible for your food, but at the
you
same
with
time,
them. So you a part of it.
exactly. And I was like, yeah, I understand, but me personally, I'm the host. I just say hi, welcome in.
Right.
I, I don't
So
know how to cook this. You know what I mean?
how did you so what was the first thing that you thought to yourself when you started this? Like what was your main inspiration? Did you have a person that inspired you or was it just the clothes?
Well, I love fashion. I've
Okay.
always loved to dress, but
Mhm.
I've been working in corporate since I was 18.
Okay.
I had a very good career, very great paying job.
What were you doing?
So I was doing auditing and analyzing for physicians.
Okay.
So I did everything from compliance, billing, all in
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, I think that's what my girl do, right? You do that type stuff.
Pretty much, yeah. I haven't gotten to like doing the compliance
Mhm.
and portions, but mostly like claims, billing, complaints and grievances. I've
Right.
done a little bit of everything except for compliance.
Mm.
So I started out in the billing and everything, and then I went back to school for compliance and auditing, and I love that more. But ultimately, being in corporate,
Mhm.
it also prepared me for learning how to deal with people and navigating the real world because
Right.
there's a lot of office politics.
Right.
But that was really my inspiration for wanting
Mhm.
to get out of that.
Right. And
I-
the office, if you've been in the corporate world, you understand how to work with others and how do you have some music on or something over
Yeah,
there?
he does.
We can hear it, bro. Damn. So yeah, so you didn't make me lose my train of thought, man. Anyway. So
But yeah, being in corporate, you understand how to navigate red tape and issues
yeah, man, working with
that
others
you
of different
have.
races and things
Right.
that you can't say around other people, and just trying to be, cognizant of what other people come from,
Mhm.
not making sure that you don't say anything about race,
Aware of your
religion.
A
surroundings.
Right.
big
You know what I
thing,
mean?
a big thing we get on somebody at work about all the time. You can't critique, you can't yell at your coworkers in front of the customers. And I feel like if there was an issue with me and another coworker, you're supposed to go in the back like, hey, do this, you know what I'm saying? Do this, do this, do this.
Mm-hmm.
Not in front of the customers. You're not
Right.
supposed to be like, okay, you did this wrong, so now I'm finna, you know what I mean?
Nah, yeah, you don't do that. That's
Now
not
you just finna
that's
make
not
me
good
look.
business.
You're making me, first of all, you're making me look dumb in front. You know what I'm saying? You just make me look stupid in front of the customers.
Mm-hmm.
And me personally,
It's not professional.
exactly. And as the host, I have to look. You know what I'm saying? I have to worry about my image out. You know what I'm saying? At work.
What's good, Elijah? Morning. We yeah, man. That's what business is. So, what's the next step for your boutique that you're looking at? You're looking to do that you're like, this is my next move and it's going to be big for me and that's going to take me to the next level.
So right now, I'm just focused on expansion and to
Okay.
continue to grow and scaling my business.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in business not even a year.
Wow.
February 22nd will be a year, so things are definitely going a lot faster than I hoped.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just gonna keep pushing, and I'm growing.
Okay.
I'm growing, so
Do you
I'm
have
excited for that.
Do you have any shows? Do you have any models, anything like that that you have going on, anything like that?
Not currently, but I
Mm.
am planning on doing something for our 1 year anniversary.
Okay.
That's gonna be, outside of the box. So I am considering doing an actual like fashion show
Yeah,
for our
yeah.
1 year
That would be
anniversary.
dope.
If I do, I have to invite you guys
Yeah,
out.
man. We'll come out, take some
Yeah.
pictures and everything, and
Yes,
we do some
yes.
media stuff, talk to some people. I think that would be dope because it's a lot of like the expos that they do out
Mhm.
here in Phoenix. Are you from here?
No, I'm originally from Omaha, Nebraska, but
Wow.
I've been
I've
here.
never.
It's black people
It's
there,
a lot of
okay?
black people
And
in
they
Omaha.
probably
No, I'm not
watching
even. I've
too,
never
cause
met anybody from.
I shared this,
Mhm.
so they watching. It's a lot of us
Yeah,
there too.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm not one of those that sleep on that.
Oh, okay.
Nebraska. Yeah, I'm old enough to remember in the 90s when all the gangs and stuff started hitting there in Nebraska. And that was my time when I was like, huh? So it was way back then. So you know what I mean? And that's when I learned they've been there for a long time and they've set stone there and it's there. If
Mhm.
you don't know everything, man. I didn't know black people in Phoenix and we've been here since 1900, 1800 something. I didn't know that. You know what I
Oh,
mean? So
wow.
yeah,
I didn't even know
we've
that.
been here for a long time in Phoenix. Black people set stone here because it was never any slavery here.
Yep.
So a lot of people came here and they had opportunities to open businesses. They had opportunities to get
And that's
buildings and good
and
stuff
that's why I
going.
think it's that Phoenix or Arizona in general is a really good place for minority business owners, not just. I'm not going to just say black business owners. I'm going to say minority business owners as
Yeah.
a whole
Yeah, man.
because we're able to get off the ground
Mhm.
and become successful
Yeah.
and it, have expansions for our businesses.
Yeah.
Just being out here with so much diversity and so many different people to be like, okay, you're helping my
Mhm.
business out.
Well, it's always been very diverse here too. You know, it's probably way more Mexicans than Europeans at
Mhm.
first, and then you had the natives also. So and then
There are
as
a
the
lot of
more
Native.
you
There's a lot of Native Americans.
a lot of natives.
I met one yesterday at my job, and he was like, one thing I learned, especially with my culture, is that the more you take care of your body, the longer you live, and you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying, the younger you look. And he was 50, looking 25.
Wow, he doesn't drink because a lot of them are plagued with alcohol issues and
Mhm.
because they have a same thing we have. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
that mentality of can't make it. The world's against me. The white man got it. It's just like that for them. You know what I mean? And to them, it's almost worse because when I met a native, I couldn't believe the mentality they had. But this dude had because he hated everybody. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want no one on his land.
he
Oh,
He didn't
wow.
like anybody, dude. He hated us, white people, everyone. And he was like, one of the main things he talked about was that black people get treated better than other races, and we get more opportunities than other races.
He
And
felt that way?
yeah,
I mean,
and when I
isn't that
started
is
looking
we
at it, I
cur-
was like, damn, how many famous natives you know?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I can only think of one.
There you go, man. How many
How many
famous?
natives are in
How many natives in politics?
But at the same
How
time,
many
it's
natives
because
hold local offices?
think about
That's
black
what I'm
people.
saying.
Y'all opened my mind because I was not thinking like,
Yeah,
yeah.
It wasn't until he just said that I literally
Didn't even
started
think
thinking
of
about
that.
yeah,
it. Like,
man.
hold
Yeah,
on,
man.
wait.
But at the
They,
same time, black people also we also created opportunities for ourselves. I know
yeah,
I understand but
yeah,
like we just went on like a bigger platform. We
yeah.
went like we knew sports is going. You know what I'm saying?
They've been. I mean, there's a lot of us who are they talk down on people who are part of this system that we call America. But to be powerful, to have your people become something better, for you to be able to feed your people, for you to be able to make your family better for the next generation, we got to become a part of this system. This is where we at.
There
You
is
can be against it all you want to, but you're not going to thrive from the outside looking in.
And that's what I was just
And that's
about to
what the
say
natives
too.
are right
Like,
now. They're on the outside looking in. They're still pissed because they didn't like the situation, and they've always been against this government. And I understand. I wouldn't do that. What the fuck would you do if people came in, took your land, killed all your people? It would be hard to say, all right, let's make a deal with these mugs. I
Right.
mean, it would be hard.
One,
You know?
so I don't know if you've seen this. You probably have. Did you see what LeBron James was talking about the other day with
Mm-mm.
Kyrie?
No.
And so I guess he got mad at the he's not mad, but he was wondering why the reporters didn't ask him questions about the Jerry Jones situation.
What Jerry Jones say?
About the Jerry Jones? It was
Because that picture in the 50s?
Yeah. And he was like, why don't you guys ask me the questions about what's going on with Jerry Jones right now, and y'all ask me questions about Kyrie? And he was like,
it happened in the 50s though, to get a media.
And he pointed. He said, I understand it happened to old. You know what I'm saying?
That was
something
in the
old,
40s, 30s, but
at the same time,
and it's just a picture,
right?
We don't know what side Jerry Jones was on.
We don't know.
We don't know if we don't have no context behind the picture.
The main thing he was trying to say was more of, as a black man, if we mess up,
a lot of people say that, man, but I don't believe.
We get put on the pedestal.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't believe that.
So I have a question.
I just don't believe that, man. I'm sorry.
So you feel like if that were a black man that happened in the 50s and that picture had resurfaced, you feel like they wouldn't be pinning that on every news outlet, social media?
It's being pinned on Jerry Jones.
But it's not as big.
It's not as big as
you don't think so? How do we fucking hear about this shit?
We hear about it because
it happened for it was popping up for like a day.
A reporter found it and he shared it and it went viral.
But the Kyrie Irving, I mean, hell, they damn near was playing it on Disney.
All right, I'm gonna look at it like this. Y'all remember Myers Leonard?
No.
Don't know who he is. Remember Myers Leonard?
Probably.
Okay.
Was he a basketball player?
Thank you. Said one bad thing, one word against Jews. Gone. We don't even know who he is anymore. White. He's gone. He's out the NBA, period, forever. He will never play another game. He's been gone for at least 4 years, and he was playing a video game and said something bad against Jews.
Oh, I remember that. I remember hearing that on the news.
He's gone.
But I didn't know he was a basketball
Kyrie
player.
is still playing. This dude is not playing anymore.
But all I'm saying is that I think that when it is issues with us,
a lot of people think that.
You know,
I don't believe that. I don't. LeBron says it. I don't believe it. I think the media takes what's blowing up and they try to bring the story back as much as they can as possible.
Definitely.
I don't think that they pick out black people's stories and say, hey, because the problem is I
got another example for you.
I run stories. So it's hard for me to say, hey man, I'm just
gonna fuck with Kyrie Irving's life today.
People or that. And I read so much media. It's so hard for me to say. And everybody, if y'all want to know the truth, everybody get their news from the same 3, 4, 5 places. Yep. The AP, the Associated Press, Reuters, BBC. It's like a couple places that control most of all of it. And then everybody else just grabs that information and puts their own opinion on what information has came out. So media is down. It's not like this big conglomerate of people who just getting together and say, hey, let's talk about just this. Information comes out. Everybody grabs what they think their viewers or readers
is going to be interested in.
It's all about money. Every article gets a certain amount of views. We're going to see, damn, that article is killing. Let's do another one on that because it's getting 1 million views. And that's what that's what we care about. Do we give a fuck about race? No, I don't. I care about money. I care about what's driving my pockets and what's driving people to my page. If it's more black people that's driving the people to my page, then that's what I'm going to post. It doesn't matter to me. I'm trying to get paid.
I think it was a couple of weeks ago. Mm-hmm. It was a Florida college student that he was committed to a college in Florida.
Right.
And he was a quarterback. Mm-hmm. The number one quarterback for that.
He said the
N-word.
Done.
He was literally inside of his car on a video, and he said he dropped the N-bomb.
He's done.
Done. Scholarship gone. He's a white kid. Done.
We ain't even heard about it. Nobody really talking about it, discussion about it because it's not.
And that was 2 weeks ago.
The rapper song he was rapping to, he was like, "Hey, I think that's kind of extreme. Take his scholarship away."
No, it's not.
It's
He
not
dropped the
extreme.
N-bomb.
You can't do that.
And then he posted the video on social media after doing it. But
So do
I
y'all think
understand
if
that
he
he was
has
singing
the-
along with the song, and that's what his
If he would have kept it
argument
in
is.
his car, he would have been cool.
Right.
But he
had to
posted it
do
on
a video.
social media.
If he was just been me and you, and we just sitting in the car rapping and chilling, and he drops the bomb because he's singing along with the song, cool. But not I'm taking a video
and posted it online.
I'm gonna post that online.
Now you're
knowing
representing that
that
video.
I'm representing a college university and
Right.
I'm their top quarterback. I'm
can't
their
put that
number
out
one
there.
selection.
You can't do that. Now, if that school is like, now
90%
how can
black.
I explain that off? And you're my quarterback. And how am I going to sell that to advertisers? I can't.
Do you think if it would have been more publicly and he would have had a team of support, that it would have been able to be like, you know what? We are going to like maybe reprimand him, but we're still going to allow him to be there. Because
Yeah,
I see that happening a lot.
Or,
I think that
or if somebody was
since-
with him, they could have been like, nah, bro, don't post that online.
Since he hadn't
Yes.
played a game,
I feel
that's the
I feel that.
problem.
Yeah.
If he would have played and he'd been really good, maybe they would have had him go
That
through
would have
some
been some type of-
sensitivity
yep.
stuff, say some apologies.
But he
come
hadn't
out with
like
the
actually
Kyrie.
started the,
But
the
he hadn't
season
started
yet.
So they
Like-
don't even
like
know
Kyrie
if
had-
he
He
was working.
don't even know how
literally,
to-
he
Exactly.
literally was just that good in
Like
high
Kyrie.
school.
Kyrie
and
had
you know how like
he had
they
like
do you
6
in high
things he had to
school,
go.
and
He had
then,
to have
we
a
gonna
meeting
sign
with,
him
you know what I'm
and
saying,
ooh,
Jewish
and
leaders.
they do the big whole
Look, man.
sign and he commits and all this.
Yeah.
Kyrie
So
is a
that's
really
that's what his issue was.
Myers Leonard was not
They didn't know
Kyrie.
if he was gonna be that
You know
good.
what I mean?
Right. They didn't know
Myers
what
didn't
his
have it.
skill set was gonna
Yeah.
be once he actually got
I mean,
out there on that
you
field.
kind of can't, you know what I'm saying, lose Kyrie. You know what I'm saying?
You can't.
Kyrie
So
is
you
probably
can drop Myers Leonard. You can't just drop Kyrie.
Didn't he play
You
for
know what I mean?
Clippers?
Right.
Now he was playing for the Miami Heat at the time when he did that. So he said it, and he was joking. He was playing. He wasn't serious.
Oh,
He was playing a
okay.
video game. He wasn't playing. Even when he said it, he was like, "Ooh," you know what I mean? And he's still gone.
Well, what I take from that,
I
I
thought
don't
he
care
still-
who you
Oh,
are
never
or
mind.
he
what
ain't
you
hoop
are.
since, man.
I think that when you're in business or any type of investment, always protect your investment.
That's real, man.
You know, so however you want to be represented, show yourself in that light, whether it's your personal page, your private, anything.
That's real.
So
That's
I
real.
carry myself a certain way across all my platforms because I'm protecting what I'm investing in.
Yeah, he was
man.
on the Miami Heat, and
Yeah, man.
his last year was on
And that's the thing, like
2021.
when you do that, it's
He ain't
your
played in 2
brand,
years,
your
dog.
name, your likeness that you have
That's
to
crazy.
make sure
And people don't even talk about it.
it's
That's
not
the crazy part.
being presented in the wrong way.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you know another thing I want to talk about real fast. I'm gonna ask some more questions about you, but
Kanye
we
and Chris
have-
Paul. No, I'm
we
playing.
have, we talk about the media too when it comes to our kids, and this is one thing I do think is uneven in the media when it comes to little black kids being missing and black women missing. I was surprised on this last case, in this Mexico case, that they've made
Yeah,
this as
Shaquilla.
big as they have, and they've been doing a better job
you don't
making the cases bigger when it comes to our people missing and things like that.
And that's what I was saying. That's kind of what I was asking about the guy when you were saying that he lost his scholarship for football in Florida. Because I felt like we came together as a people through social media. There is a power in social media when you
Yeah.
come together, and like I think people retweeting it, resharing it,
Yeah.
creating videos, that created a lot of, you know what I'm saying, controversy to
And
where
talk-
people was like,
it's-
yeah, I
it's-
have to look into this.
Right.
Right. I don't know, man. The kid, I feel sorry for him, but you made a mistake at such a young age. He was nothing but 16, 17.
Yep.
Oh, was that
You
an
know,
old video or a current video?
It was
It was
current.
current.
It was
Oh.
current. But it's tough, man. I wish nothing but I wish people would understand when they take these scholarships and they take this money from these people, that you're representing them. And you have to
You are
understand.
now an employee of,
you're-
of their organization.
the
You
NBA.
now have to represent them.
Exactly. Kyrie, people was all upset. I'm like, that dude works for the NBA, man. He has to follow their rules, just like
Yep.
I got to follow the rules.
So you felt like he said something bad.
I don't. To me, it doesn't matter if
But-
if how I felt. The problem is he works for the NBA.
Patrick.
So if they say
Patrick.
they didn't like it, that's all that matters. You work for them. If my job say, hey man, you posted something, I'm fired.
I think that context is important, but I think that you also have to have like a moral integrity to yourself. And me personally, just posting a picture and the context wasn't bad. I didn't really see how, he got some harsh
Mhm.
stipulations.
Right. Yeah,
But it happened.
it's tough.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, other players got even worse consequences. Like there was a player back in the 90s who turned his back on the flag. He was a Muslim dude, and they kicked him out of the NBA forever.
Look at
Like
what's his name? Look at
there's so many people that get so many worse consequences than he did for something that is even smaller.
What's his name?
You know
Do
what I
you
mean?
think I just think the power of social media now, and
Mhm.
if things are brought to light, which I wanted to say, there are lots of YouTube outlets, which I mean, that do highlight lots of stories on Black missing women, and a lot of Black women,
Mhm.
things happen and dying due to violence and things like that.
Right.
So it's stuff out there.
You're right. I just think like the big media, the CNNs, the ABCs, they should be doing a better job. With this last case, when old girl in Mexico, they have done a better job. But let it be what was that little girl?
Gabby
that was
Patel?
right, a Gabby Patel. We heard about her every second of every day
For
of
like a
every
whole
minute.
month.
Right.
You're right.
And
Wasn't
and
she
we,
found?
Right.
Wasn't
we
she?
ran the stories also because
Right.
the stories were huge.
They were
And they
the,
got
the
us
that girl
stories were
who-
getting
a
attention.
lot of attention to our website. A lot of people were coming. So we ran all the stories that was for her because they did well. You know what I mean? So that's what it is about. You know what I mean? And to
What
us,
does well on your
right.
page?
And it was a
Girl
white
who-
girl, but people were all
Yep.
over it.
It's just like with with for example, your clothing boutique with the outfit that you have on today. So if you notice that this outfit sells well on your website,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna stock more of this outfit,
You're
right?
You have a valid
Definitely.
point.
So if this piece sells more than this piece,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have this piece more in stock versus
Right.
oh, I'm gonna go buy 2 or 3 of these. This doesn't sell as much.
But
This sells. I'm always out of stock on this. I gotta
we also
always
have to
keep
realize
this.
we live in a predominantly white society, unfortunately.
True.
But
There's still the predominant race in
For
this
now.
country. For now. So
going
what?
going back to that sports thing, another player who hasn't played since Colin Kaepernick.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
That was a big one though.
It's 100% bull. But he's it's just crap. You know what I mean?
All he did was kneel,
Take a
right?
knee.
Another way. He really
But
didn't do anything.
football does not play that shit.
But
They
look
don't.
at the NBA. You know what I'm saying?
NBA is different.
everybody
they can
kneel.
kneel.
Everybody kneel.
Right, but they have a different stance. That's why I was saying about Kyrie. The NBA is so open to so many people, and they try to be open to everybody. It's going to be hard for Kyrie to post a movie that he did that had hate, and the NBA say, "All right, that's cool."
Right.
They are trying to be
That
all
allegedly had
encompassing.
hate.
Well, it's how you view it. The Jews are going to view it as hate.
Did
because
you see the movie?
No, I'm not going to watch it. It's not for me. But if you tell the Jews that they are fake and they're not the real people, that's disrespect. Even if it's just your opinion, and the opinion could be right or wrong, but to tell them they're fake, that's pretty awful. To say you're not the real, we're the real.
Right.
That's even if some things that they said was anti-Semitic, especially saying some of the things were fake with the Holocaust. They said it happened, but they said they went overboard or whatever they were saying. I don't know for sure what exactly how it was worded, but I know why he got in trouble. You know what I mean? And then other people wanted to get Jeff Bezos to take it down. I'm like, but you understand the difference, right? If Kyrie played for his own NBA, he owned the NBA, he can do what he wanted to do.
And
Jeff Bezos
he
owns Amazon, so
Right.
he can sell whatever product
He
on
can do
his
what he want to.
platform he wants.
He don't have to.
Isn't
he
Kyrie
didn't
a part
take
of
it
the,
down 'cause that wasn't what was said.
He don't care.
wasn't Kyrie a part of
Yeah.
the,
So all
the
he'll
players
do
and
is
stuff?
most
Like,
likely end
No,
up just adding a
The
disclaimer
Jewish people asked him
to
to
the
take
movie.
him down.
Yeah, they
Still,
petitioned.
they're still petitioning him to take him down.
Good.
He just
He just ain't
Yeah,
doing it.
ain't
I
doing
seen the petitions because they
Mhm.
felt as though it was hateful,
Right.
in their eyes.
Right.
But
It's just like how
Yeah.
we view Birth of a Nation.
I hate that movie.
It's so stereotypical, and
You ever seen
it's
it?
using
Of course I've
so
seen
much
it.
Yeah, but it's
blackface.
sold on Amazon.
I mean, it's so it was
It's still
actually-
racist.
for me. The movie was very powerful, but
Yeah,
but
yeah, because it lets you see how they
How
viewed
they
us,
viewed
how
us.
some of them viewed us
Right.
at that time.
How some of them viewed us at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't say all because that's just bad. But yeah. So I mean, Birth of a Nation is on there,
Yeah.
and I wish that I want it down I ain't gonna lie. I wish he wasn't on there.
I don't know if I should ask why.
You think it should be on there?
Why shouldn't it be?
I don't. It's horrible. It makes black men look so bad. I mean, it's such a horrible movie, man.
What about it makes black men look bad? I'm just
You know what
asking.
Birth of Nation is?
I watched the entire movie. I know, so I'm just wondering where.
That's white people in blackface, right?
Yes.
I hate that movie.
So why is it okay for them to be in blackface?
So for me, I mean, it's always going to be some things that you will not like about a movie, certain things that you will like about a movie. But see, I saw a positive perspective.
On Birth of a Nation?
Yes. And here's my
Wow.
perspective, because I saw where a black man actually rose up. Because if you watch slavery movies, oftentimes we're painted to be the ones that are weak or feeble, or we don't stand up. So to actually see someone that is actually proven that this person actually took a stand is where I was like, okay, like I like this part of the movie. No, you're not going to like every aspect of the movie, but
Right.
it's like black men get painted as being weak.
Yeah.
You get painted as being broken. So in this movie, it didn't represent that. So that's my perspective.
But the savages and all that stuff and being weak over white women and all that's the part that's just like, yeah, it was too much. But yeah, man.
There's only one slave. I know it's fictional, but there's only one slave movie I can tolerate. That's probably Django. That's probably the only slave movie I can
it's
really.
definitely fictional.
But
But it
still,
was dope to see
one of the, you know what I'm
a
saying?
hero.
Yeah.
A hero, someone, and see him and see the black man be the hero, and
That's
some
why-
white dude save us.
That's
Did y'all
why Black
ever see
Panther was so big.
Underground? It was a TV show.
No, I don't think so.
Oh my god! If y'all ever get a chance,
Check it out.
Yeah,
That's
Who
why
was
Black
it?
Panther was so big.
Who was in Underground?
She played. I can't think of her name right now. Her brother was the guy that had that controversy in Chicago. But she's a really big actress. I can't think of her name right now.
What, Juicy Smollett?
Yeah,
yes,
that's what I was thinking about.
yes. So she was
I already
in
knew.
it.
I already knew because of Dave Chappelle. Because of Dave Chappelle.
But it's a really good TV show. But it only lasted like 3 seasons because of the controversy. But
hey, 3 seasons is a long time
It's a
nowadays.
long time,
Hell
yeah.
yeah, man.
it should
Compared
go more.
to HBO's Lovecraft.
Yeah,
Lovecraft
they got
Country.
Oh, after
one
one
season.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
that
was a
was
good show.
that was a
man.
good show.
It was a good show.
That was a good show.
You know, I really liked it, and they ended
I've
it.
never heard him say that ever. That was a good
What?
show. I liked it.
Oh, because everything he says he doesn't like. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah, man. So I liked Lovecraft Country. I thought it was really cool. It was a different look at it. Just to have us in horror movies and science
Not just
fiction stuff,
horror, but it was kind of like a play on like witchcraft,
fantasy,
too.
witchcraft. Just don't have black people in those roles too many times. You know what I mean?
You don't,
And
because
I
we're
really
so
liked that.
superficial that we're just like, nah, don't do that.
Like, yeah, that's evil.
I don't know what
Yeah.
it is.
We
We
I
don't
just-
even like
Unc's
the
funny.
666 or Black Cats or anything that has anything to do with superstitional.
Or spirituality, or just
Mhm.
Right.
anything that is considered evil.
Right.
Unc's funny when it comes to not liking things. Like last night I brought home some crumble cookie, and he was like, "Let me get a piece of that."
one?
Every cookie,
I'll try it.
He was like, "That sounds gross."
I'll try it.
Let me get a bite. Let me get a bite.
The ginger.
The gingerbread cookie. Oh, that motherfucker.
Yeah, that was. I didn't like.
Not
that.
not even
I've
that.
never had crumble, but I've heard like mixed reviews. Some people
Yeah.
like they're really, really
I be getting it
good,
for
and
free
some people
now.
are like,
They're really.
depends on the
they're
cookie.
really sweet, and this.
It does depend on the
But
cookie.
it-
It does depend on the cookie that
The
they
gingerbread,
make.
I didn't like that.
I like the
And then they
gingerbread.
had a
that
lemon.
cookie, it
I
was
hate-
nasty.
I always
That was
hate
the
lemon.
only cookie from them I have not liked
Yeah, that
so
was
far.
nasty.
Out of all the cookies I've tried from them, it's the lemon one.
The
That
chocolate
now y'all
chip.
gonna make
The
me
chocolate
try
chip
it
is
now.
crazy.
The chocolate chip
And
was
the crazy
good.
part, the crazy part about crumble cookie is like it was on the counter all night, but it was still soft in the middle.
Yeah.
That mug was still
soft.
crazy soft.
Yeah.
I wonder
So-
what they put
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm gonna start working there, so
in it.
They put crack in their
Let's do it
cookies.
here.
look, cracking that. There's actually a movie about it's something like. Have you seen The Trap with Ti?
Absolutely not.
Where they put weed in there. They somebody actually accidentally put weed in fried
Nah,
chicken.
man. Yeah, I can only
Oh
watch.
yeah,
so
I watched
many
that
You watch
movie.
that?
bad movies. You watched it?
It's called The Trap. It's
Oh,
like
I never heard it.
I guess his
remember that
mom.
movie,
I guess his
but
mom
what happened
owns.
was the mom owned a chicken restaurant, a fast food chicken spot, and she
And
had
some
some
weed
health.
fell in the battle or something.
She had some health issues, and both the sons had to come in and take over the business. One of the sons was already
A big chef.
a
Like, he was
chef, and the other son was
a drug dealer.
a drug dealer, and he got into it with some people, and he went to the people and got a bag of weed, a pound of weed or whatever, and it fell up. Health inspection came over, and they just dumped it over into the grease. Dumped the whole bag into the grease.
And then
they started tasting the chicken, and it just started selling.
It was a dumb movie. Actually, especially a dumb movie.
It really was. It was like one of the dumbest movies.
Speaking of dumb movies,
So
there
I'm
was this trailer
guessing
that
this
just
was
came
one
out.
of the like low, but I don't know.
Yeah,
It was a low
low
budget.
budget.
It was very low budget. It was very low budget.
It came out of T.I.'s pocket.
You know how like they do those YouTube low budget movies? Yeah. That's kind of what it looked like.
Mike Epps was in it. That's really all I had to
say. I'm gonna go to the story real fast. We got Tesla this week. They're talking about they're gonna get their electric semis coming out. I think that's gonna be pretty dope, man. PepsiCo is now proud owner of the Tesla semis, and they supposed to be fast too, man. So
they coming out with the 18-wheeler?
Semis, electric.
What? I think Walmart already has some.
Pepsi, Walmart's supposed to be the other person to get some. They're supposed to produce 50,000 of them. Okay. They're supposed to have 500 miles of range, but they didn't say how much cargo was in the
would be able to be
in the truck and how
transported.
Much range. Yeah, so we don't know about that. It could supposedly pull up to 82,000 pounds. That's one thing.
So if it's 82,000 pounds that it can load or pull at 500 miles per charge.
They didn't say that though for sure, but we'll see what happens, man. That's gonna be a big deal because the trucks, they put out a lot of the diesel fuel, man.
That's what I was just about to say. Like, just based off of the example of what you was reading there, they could literally get from Phoenix to California on one single charge without having to stop.
They gonna
minus
have to.
the weigh-ins that they got to do.
But they gotta think about how much weight it's gonna be. Because I don't know if they did it by weight. I think they just went to the 500 without the weight, but I'm not sure. But that's
how
something.
How much are they? Like 100,000?
Yeah, they're really expensive. They're gonna be really, really, really.
And they're gonna produce 500,000 of them.
Yeah, 50,000.
50,000.
Yeah.
At 100,000 a piece.
Yeah, and they can pull up to 82,000. They're gonna be really, really expensive. They ain't even put the price in here, so I know it's gonna be expensive.
That's how you know. They don't even want to tell you what the price is.
Yeah.
We too regular to even know how much they cost, huh?
How much? I really don't want to know. I'm letting you know right now. You don't want to know.
If you're on Amazon, you can know.
How do people find you, keywords? What's a good way to? You got the website. You got your Instagram.
I'm on everything. I try to utilize every platform. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest.
Dope.
We have our website as well. You can even message me from my personal page if you just want to say hi.
For sure.
I don't shun. Any way you want to reach out, you can reach out.
Hey man, that's pretty dope. And you're pretty outgoing. I mean, really, really easy to talk to person. So so I can see you being really nice and, you know, having your own store and people coming in, and I can just see that, you know what I mean? It looks, you really have that look and energy.
Thank you. I try to give, good energy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're easy to talk to. So I want to see you do well, and hopefully we can get a lot of people to hear about your store and help you out to get there in the future. So you say, what's the website again?
My website is www.perfektionz.com.
Okay.
And Perfektionz is spelled PERFECKTIONZ.
That's right. Z zebra at the end. Make sure that you guys check her out. She's doing very good things. Look what she has on. You see, that look really nice. It's she's helping out women with curves. You know, all the girls want to look good and accentuate their curves. Now, when you say curves, are you meaning, also bigger size women also, all sizes and everything like that?
Yes, because curves, I mean, you can be small and have curves, or
Mhm.
you can wear, be a more of a plus size woman.
Okay.
So we showcase from sizes small to 3X
Okay.
and sizes 1 through 18.
Okay.
So, and like in bottoms and stuff. So we try to, I have pretty much everything, a wide range.
Okay. And do you do mostly jumpsuits, or do you do tops, bottoms, or do you do mostly like you have on yourself right now?
We do everything.
Okay.
We have jeans, we have tops, we have bottoms, blazers,
Wow.
jumpsuits, you name it.
Mhm.
So everything that you can, and it's more like maybe more like office or more like classy pieces,
okay.
so it's
That's
fully
nice.
covered,
That's nice.
nothing really
Right.
showing or out.
Okay.
So more of a woman
So
that might
really
want to,
classy.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I like that. So you how do you pick what goes into your boutique?
So a little bit of it's based off of my style, but then also when I was looking for clothes, like a lot of things are just really exposed,
Okay.
too exposed for me.
Okay.
So
And
I
that-
just wanted to pick pieces that were a little bit more
Reserved.
wholesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's the thing too. Like, it's so hard. Like, I be
It
looking at
is.
a lot of the women's boutiques out here, and I look at a lot of their pages, and I'm
Mhm.
like, man, some of the stuff. Don't get me wrong, it's cute,
But your whole ass out, all
but
your boobs are out.
I'm not one to
Right.
have all that.
Right. Exactly.
I'm not going
No
to the
more
club
modest.
every
Right.
day.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Yeah.
I'm
Amen.
not going
That's how
dancing
the
and
girls are
clubbing every
dressing
day.
nowadays. But there's some girls who want to be a little bit more classy.
And that's
They want to be stylish.
that's what's hard to find.
Right.
So that's what I'm trying to bring, because there's some great boutiques out, but I do just want to focus on
Yeah,
I
have it a
want to
little
go
bit
to
more
PTA
coverage.
meet.
You
with
can
me.
right. You
know,
can
it's
still be
safe.
right. Exactly.
Definitely, man. I think that a lot of these designers are going.
Or give me something like a Michelle Obama, that red outfit that she
Right.
had on.
Oh, Michelle be dressing.
Oh man, she's ridiculous.
Yeah.
She
She's
is my
ridiculous.
inspiration right there.
Right.
That
Yes.
is fashion inspiration
Yes,
right
yes.
there.
So, do you think? I'm asking. This is a question from. How do you feel about Russell Westbrook's fashion?
I think that
People say that he's probably the best dressing NBA player. So
when you because to me,
I feel like when you get money, you dress.
you have to it's not about looking a certain way when you get rich. It's about becoming who you are as an individual. And see, we may look at it and be like, what the fuck? But to him,
That's him. That's his personality.
This encompasses everything that he is about.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how they
Yeah.
dress, and that's how people are when you start getting into high fashion. It's just different.
And it doesn't even have
thought
to be
pattern.
high fashion. You can
That's
have
what it is, though.
that look on a budget.
That's what it is,
Yes.
though. Only New
I see-
York,
And that's what
only New York people
Right.
be on that type shit, though.
There's some people-
that's
I'm
the
gonna
only
dress
people-
different. I'm
Yeah.
gonna dress weird. I'm
Right.
gonna dress and make everybody think.
That's that New
Or
York, man.
hit them with the new Megan Trainor song, "Made You Look,"
Right. They just that's just
because you're
how-
gonna really look twice at them.
to me that
Yeah.
to me they are the
There's
kings of
Of
fashion
fashion.
to me in this country, because they just do whatever they want. They don't have any type of style. They just they just put on whatever they want,
Yep.
whatever makes them feel good, and it has a flow to it. And to me, that's
You describe fashion right there,
Right.
know? Because
Yeah.
I think that's really what fashion is. Whatever makes you feel comfortable and
Mhm.
whatever you like.
yeah,
So
yeah, man. Everybody's different, and you can't look at it and say, oh, that don't work for me. It don't have to work for you.
Yep.
there's
It's working for them, so that's all that matters.
people even wear like the janitor jumpsuits. Gucci came out with like the janitor
Yeah, man.
jumpsuit.
They'll sell anything, bro, and put a big ass G on it, and you
Yep.
gonna pay $700,000 for it to wear it. It's ridiculous. They've been doing it for decades, man. They're one of the best at it, and they took a lot of that stuff from a dude who was from New York, who was taking a lot of clothes and just putting Louis Vuitton and Gucci on it, and just sewing it on there. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? And they saw what he was doing, and they started stealing a lot of stuff he was doing. He was big in New York fashion. He was doing it for the rappers and stuff in the 80s. And Louis Vuitton saw all that, and they had to take it. You know what I mean? But he wasn't smart enough to
You colonizer.
do it himself.
Yep.
I mean, hey dog, I say it all the time, man. We got to do stuff ourselves, man. We got
And
to
you know what I've
stop
been noticing too
using they platforms to do it
with
ourselves.
fashion is that, well, y'all know I watch TikTok, so
Mhm.
let that go. But what I've noticed too a lot is that women in general,
Mhm.
they're not caring about where they get their clothes from.
Really?
For example, there's challenges out there where women are literally going to thrift stores,
Yeah.
thrift shops like Goodwill,
Mm-hmm.
and they're making games out of it. Hey, boop, stop. That's what you pick out.
Right.
And they actually wearing it out to
Mhm.
dinner or wearing it out in
Yeah.
public. And
I think that
it's
the
their
women has a
personalities
wider
coming
range
out.
when it comes to that because of fashion. You guys don't have to, like men. Oh, you Nike. It's certain things that we wear, but women, you guys can wear whatever.
But that's
you
the
want.
thing, though. Like men, that's what I was just about to say. Men should take that form of
Yeah.
mentality
some
when it
people who can do
comes
that.
to
To fashion.
fashion.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Like,
though.
It's kind of hard to when
I
you know what I'm
can't do
saying.
that.
See
to
how
me,
people-
like, I can look at something in the store and I'd be like, oh, it's cute, it's bright. Like, for example, an orange or something that's bright that you wouldn't normally wear. And I would think that it would look good on you based off of not just, how it hangs, but
Right.
your complexion, your eyes. Like, oh, I think this is going to be good for your skin. Because it's a lot of videos going out there that's saying, like, the colors that you wear matter. It helps bring out more of your features, more of your
Right. Definitely it does. Certain colors look good on certain people and certain
Right.
things. Yeah.
and that's the point of men need to step outside of that box and getting into those
There's
things
some
that's
dudes who
gonna
are into
look.
that. Everybody's different. Yeah, I mean, I just couldn't see myself.
And that's why I think
I
looking at the
completely-
basketball players is good to see them with their different personalities and how the clothes look on
Look
them.
on
Well,
them.
one of the
I get what
biggest
you're
people
saying.
with
I agree with you.
fashion in the NBA is probably Allen Iverson.
Hell no.
He
No.
he changed.
He did change certain
He
things
changed the
back
cul-
then.
yeah, he changed the
because
culture.
he was getting fined for always
He
wearing
was.
tennis shoes with his
Yep.
suits and things
He-
like that.
I can't say that he changed fashion. He was just wearing what we was wearing on the streets.
Yeah,
to the
exactly.
NBA.
That's what he said on
But
that,
streetwear honestly
interview.
shaped like so many things for the
Yeah,
industry back
right.
then in hip hop and
It did.
NBA.
It was cool to see somebody that was dressed like us on this thing, but because of him, they changed all the rules.
'Cause
And he had to wear suits every time.
Right.
Because he went so far. It's like, dude, it was situational.
Did he?
You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
think he would.
It was because of him the rule was changed.
But he was like,
I know that.
he was like, I saw. He was like, before me, there was a lot of everybody
They
was
all
wearing
wore
suits.
suits. They wore
But
suits.
he was like,
That's how they looked at it. It was like, it's a business. You're doing business. You're taking care of business. You want to be presentable as a businessman.
and
Yep.
he only looked at it as, okay, so I understand I'm getting money and I'm playing on a higher level,
Mhm.
but why would I change how I would, you know what I'm saying, how I was?
No, he's right. He should
And he
do
was
what
like,
he should do what he wants. And that's
I'm not finna go, because a lot of people was going out after the games, hanging out at the club, you know what I'm saying?
right.
And he was like, why would I go to this game in a suit and go after the game, you know what I'm saying?
That's his business, but at the same time, man, they was just trying to make sure that we were seen in a different light.
Right.
And you got to understand that in the back in the day, what people was going against so much racism. So we didn't want to look like thugs and criminals.
Yeah.
We wanted to make sure we looked
We
like
put on your
businessmen
Sunday
and put the
best.
best on. That's why that was important.
He was like, where I'm from,
How
we
you
didn't
were-
wear suits. You
It
know what I'm
don't
saying?
matter where you're from. It
How
don't
you
matter, Allen
present
Iverson.
yourself matters.
You're in the hood. That don't matter.
How you
Yeah.
present yourself in a professional world
It matters.
matters.
He was like, he didn't even think of it like that.
I know.
Because at that point, he was like, I'm just going to go hoop.
I know. But like I said, that's fine for Allen Iverson. I wish he would have did it in situations, you know what I mean? Situational when he go into a business event, maybe. But he didn't like
Right.
wearing suits, you know what I mean? I understand it. I don't really like dressing like that myself. I probably won't wear a tie like ever unless I don't want to dress like that myself, and I understand, but I just think it's time. Everything is situational. You know what I mean? And he definitely did set trends. A lot of people looked up to him, and it was dope to see him. He was one of the first to break the mold. It was a big deal. I did like that. But everything has consequences. You know what I mean? So respect to Allen Iverson. He always been one of my favorite players. I love the shoes. I had the AIs. I bought them.
Yeah, I didn't know he had a lifetime deal, though. With
Really?
Reebok.
With Reebok? Really?
He got that when he was like 21.
Wow. Do we have any water?
That's what I was just about to ask Jimmy if he can go in there and check in the cabinet.
I don't think it's any in there.
I'm sorry. I'm over here trying to choke you.
But let's get the comic book corner real fast.
Before we go into the game
Yeah, we're almost done here.
and the news. Well, my
Comic
stuff.
Book Corner.
All right, so this week we got the Guardians of the Galaxy trailer was released. I didn't watch it that many times, so it was kind of hard for me to.
I didn't even know the trailer was released.
Yeah.
This is going. The main villain is the person who made Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah. The high evolutionary. That's the dude. The brother playing him. From what I'm seeing, man, he's been doing a pretty good job playing the dude and how he's doing it.
Gamora's in it.
Yeah, and they're bringing in Adam. They got dude from
Adam Warlock.
Yeah, what was that movie? The vacation movie with Jeff Sudeikis, dude from Saturday Night Live, and old girl from Friends, and
Jennifer
the dude,
Aniston.
Yeah, Jennifer Aniston.
The Millers.
Yeah.
Rita Miller. Yeah,
that dude. He's Adam.
What?
The dude, yeah, the goofy dude.
Son.
Then he get bit by a spider or something, and he fainted. Something goofy like that.
Yeah.
He's Adam. So I mean the trailer, you know what I mean, it didn't really give you too much of what was going on or anything like that. But to me, I do think that Rocket Raccoon, Drax, they probably gonna die. We're probably gonna see the last of them. Me myself. That's my guess. I thought the Christmas special was okay. There was some funny parts. Drax pretty funny in that. Um, it wasn't great, but it was okay. Since we were off for 2 weeks. We did see Black Panther. I'm gonna give you a little bit of what we thought about that.
Comic book
I'm
corner.
gonna say me myself, man. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10
I'll give it an 8
because I think that there were some things that could have been a little better. But there
I
was.
can't believe you just said 7 out of 10. You sound
so
like
tough. Did you see it?
yeah.
We saw it together.
What you rate it?
I'm going like 9 out of 10.
I
Really?
give it 8 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly, but everything gave it about an 80. So I
I'm a
mean,
harsh critic, huh?
Man.
Man, he's harsh, bro.
You see the way I looked up when he said that? I was
Yeah,
just
man.
like, hold on,
He
wait.
be
What?
like, "Nah, I don't like that."
This was a whole
No.
part of this that just reminded me of
What?
the comic book people we watching on YouTube. What's the
Comic
name?
book man.
No, the show where they be talking about and they be ranking their different their favorites and stuff.
That's the thing, though, dude. Because at first, after I first watched it, if you would have asked me right after I came out the theater, I would have said 9.
You did say 9.
Yep, I would have said 9. But then after you start thinking about it and start listening to other people, start weighing all the everything else, you start seeing the issues that was in the movie. I mean, so
one of the big issues with what everybody was saying is that
Mhm.
some of the Avengers weren't there.
The Avengers didn't come.
And
I
I
don't have
just
to explain that why they didn't even touch down in this man's funeral at all. You had situations where
but I
were
think
there were no men, like, at all. Like I understand, but there was
everybody
no men.
the dudes were drummers. and
They
stuff.
didn't do nothing.
Was it trying to highlight the power in women?
I guess,
I think
but
was sad,
that's
though.
what I
It was-
took from the movie. I took that they were really trying to highlight
They were acting.
Siri because
I know,
she's
but
their tech
we
person
lost
and
all
she's
the
got to come
dudes.
up.
We lost all the men from the first one,
Right.
and
And
then
that's
the only other dude who did come in, he got his ass kicked real fast. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought that they didn't do a good job of explaining some of the things that was going on with the blip. They didn't explain that well. There was a couple things they just didn't explain well. That's what I'm saying, and that to me started bringing it down as I started thinking about it. Like, damn, they didn't explain those things. They kind of just glossed over a couple things, and
to
and
me,
then
I
it
think
kinda-
they should have taken you on the tribute before the blip and
What
showed
happened?
you prior to that. This is what T'Challa did
What happened?
with his old lady.
Right.
And him having a son.
It was hard to do
They
that
should have went
because
and
he-
did
they-
a
I don't
flashback
think-
of all of that.
they
what
couldn't do that
happened.
when he was. They could have did a computer generated with him, but it'd have been hard to do that.
Yeah,
But
they
you
didn't.
at
They,
least-
they said they refused to do that.
Yeah, they didn't want to do that
They did
at
not
all.
want to do
Yeah.
that at all.
So they didn't want to disrespect him at all. So, but the thing is that I don't know, man. They had to do something to make us understand what happened to Wakanda in that 5-year period.
Right.
That's
gonna be on the
what-
sequel.
If if he didn't die, like if Chadwick Boseman hadn't passed away,
we would have got a whole
that
different
was
story.
it was the main characters were still going to be Namor and stuff, but the story would have been of Wakanda getting over the blip and him being gone for 5 years.
Right.
That's would have been the main.
And that's what I thought that I'd have felt like they
could have did that in flashbacks.
What happened to Wakanda in this whole time?
Right.
Somebody else should have stepped up and been that person in power, and it had to been some men that stepped up and been warriors and who've been protecting Wakanda for these last 5 years. Who's been doing that?
Instead of them just going without a Black Panther for
There's
5
been no
years.
Black Panther.
I think the new Black Panther, the next Black Panther is going to be M'Baku, ain't it?
No, it's going to be the son, T'Challa.
No, it's M'Baku.
He's going to win the thing.
Until T'Challa comes of age.
But in that 5-year period, who was the person?
Right.
Because there was nobody.
So I think, which I could be wrong, that it seemed like they were highlighting the women.
And then maybe the women.
Yeah, like even
the women
are
the ones.
They were.
You know?
And those are the ones that took up and was protecting Wakanda during that time period.
Explain that though.
But it showed us women as being so powerful.
And it showed you the relationship between Shuri and the general of the army and how they interacted. And she was like, "Nah, I don't like that. This weapon's not going to work for us."
That was big. I cannot take away from that. I thought Shuri was dope. Some people didn't like that. I thought she was dope. I thought that was dope. I thought she did a good job. I thought the way they explained it was a good job. I knew she was going to become the Black Panther. And then how they explained that the other guy was going to take over, I thought that was good because I was like, there's no way she can beat him in a physical fight.
Right.
So I knew she wasn't going to be Black Panther. So how they described that was dope. The colors, the CGI.
I did think that it was dope how they used.
I'm going to say 8. I'll bring it to an 8.
I think it was dope how they took Killmonger's gold and black,
and
they slimmed it down to make it fit for her.
Mm-hmm.
That was dope. And the only thing that I think that she was missing from her Black Panther uniform was the claw necklace that she gave to T'Challa in the first one.
I think it was they did it a little different this time, but
she just made
everything. I didn't even notice.
Yeah,
I didn't either. I'm just listening at this point.
Hey, well, we all over it though. So let's get into a little sports real fast, man. We got the Suns. They lost last night to the whack Houston Rockets.
I don't know what hold on. Let me see.
It was a close game, man. Like 106 to 105, something like that. I wasn't happy about that, man. Rockets suck.
Oh yeah, they're 6-16.
Yeah, they trash. So I guess we was partying in Houston last night, so kicking it at the club. You know,
they got the game. It was like, whoa.
Right. So, Chris Paul was in the news this week. Also, Kanye said he was on blast, sneaking around with his XO lady.
Did nobody tell you to take my hot mess and just blast it out there like that?
Oh my bad, that's your hot mess. Well, let's do it. Let's get into it then.
He's just gonna take my hot mess. But anyway.
I don't know if you know what.
Get ready for the week's Hollywood Hot Mess with Iesha Rowan.
What's the hot mess, Mama?
Sponsored by Crumble Cookie.
We wish.
You wish.
Get us the sponsor.
Let me get the job.
Anyway, like you were saying, Kanye went online this week and he was saying how Kim Kardashian had an affair. He caught Kim Kardashian in bed. Cheated
I don't know. I don't know. Did he say all that?
Paul. And on the TMZ article that I was reading about this week, they were saying that Kanye had said that he caught Kim Kardashian with cheating with Chris Paul at the time.
But ain't Chris married? Chris is married though, right?
Chris is married, right? So
he finna lose the only ring he got. He finna lose the only ring he got.
But Chris Paul hasn't came out and
not going to
debutted or refuted
Kim Kardashian
or say anything.
He is smart.
Kim Kardashian already did.
To say, nah, brother, it
wasn't
me.
Kim Kardashian said that they didn't have a affair and that he's just trying to take away from the Jewish stuff, like other stuff.
I honestly think Kim Kardashian was having all type of affairs because look at how fast she moved from Kanye to Pete Davidson.
I don't know. I'm not going.
This is what I'm gonna say.
They were
and then they was together for how long?
I don't know.
This is what I'm saying.
And he went and got her name tattooed. He got the kids tattooed.
Patrick's right.
It's possible
what he said?
He said Drake. He said Drake called it a while ago. Now, here's why.
Right.
One that plays
Drake
for-
had some. He had 3 people with jerseys on.
with Chris
Yeah,
Paul
with
jerseys
Chris
on.
Paul
When he was beefing with Kanye, he took a
did.
picture with 2 other dudes with
And they
straight
all
Chris
had
Paul
Chris
jerseys
Paul's
on.
jerseys on, and they was making fun of Kanye. So, hey, this it could be true, man. But you know,
Drake crazy for
only thing I do know is this: Kim Kardashian gets around. She is not playing
at all.
Back,
She's having a good time.
all respect to those who break their necks and keep things.
My
She's
thing
having a
is,
good
what's gonna
time.
happen when her kids get a little older and they
Hey,
learn that website called
Madonna's
YouPorn,
kids,
and they go out there and search up their mama Kim Kardashian. The
Madonna's
first thing they see
kids
is
are
Ray J.
grown.
Why would they search up your mama name on
Madonna
porn?
kids are grown. They're fine.
They-
It's different.
Look, all
man.
they gotta do is Google their mama name,
You can just tweet
and the video gonna come up.
So what?
No, here's the
I wonder
thing.
as a mother.
I would not want my child to see.
No. And then how do you have a conversation with your kids? Like, baby, mama
I'm
was throwing that
famous.
thing around back in the day.
I'm
Right.
famous. That's all you can say. You see all this?
I follow
That's how
behind
we
Paris
got it.
Hilton.
They actually, one of Kim's kids was on Roblox and they were playing a game on it, and the video of her and Ray J popped up on the game. So
Hey man, things happen. Life happens. This is how that's how we got rich. Look.
Mama got rich throwing it around.
Right. You like all this, you got this is how we got it. Shit. It'll be all right. All right. So before we go to the game, we got Kyler Murray was getting into it with Patrick Peterson this week. They was texting each other. I guess Patrick Peterson came out and said that Kyler Murray was selfish. I guess because the coach is about to get fired over there, and I think Patrick Peterson is kind of cool with the coach. But I guess the two talked it out, and they're gonna figure out what's going on. I don't know, man. Kyler Murray has been this been a bad year for him. You know, it started off bad with the him deleting them off social media and all this and demanding contracts. This is the reason why you don't demand contracts. Because when you start the year demanding a contract, and then at the end of the year we got a losing record, they're gonna look at you sideways.
Yep.
And that's what everybody's doing.
And they're gonna look at it and say, "You wanted a contract, you wanted it guaranteed,
want all
so
this
now
money."
we're guaranteed cut, loss. We done
Nah,
with you.
that's not gonna happen. It's too much money. But anyway,
They're gonna trade you. They're gonna look to get rid of you.
No, they're not. Anyway, the thing is that he's gonna get a lot of blame this off season. He's gonna get a lot of shit. A lot of people he's gonna get a lot of fire. He took that money, he got that contract, and he's gonna get all the blame this year.
And what happens
All
when
of
he
it.
comes back next year and does the exact same thing again?
Well, if he does, do you
They
know?
gonna get rid of him. He not gonna. You gonna tell me an organization gonna keep somebody around just because they got a contract with him? No, they're gonna try to figure a way to get out of that contract.
He's playing decent enough to where he's not gonna be cut. I could tell you that. And they gave him too much money, so that's not gonna happen. Unfortunately, we are stuck with Kyler Murray for a while, a minute, unless he gets hurt. Unless he's throwing an interception every time. he's not going anywhere. You know how much money they gave that man? He ain't going nowhere.
people are saying that it's the Kardashian curse because
It really
Paul
is.
ain't
They've been
win a
saying
ring.
that for a long time.
Because that's why Chris Paul ain't get a ring. They said it's a Kardashian curse.
Hey man, look, the Kardashian curse is real with the basketball players.
It really is.
It is. It really is.
It's
Look how she
bad.
did Chris Humphries.
Only one that has made it out so far is Devin Booker though, because he at least is still good. All the rest of them mess with him, and they become like.
But
Tristan Thompson was good.
Devin Booker,
then what
he's
happened?
smart about it. Devin Booker's smart about it. He ain't been on none of
But
their reality
he dumped her.
shows.
He dumped her though, and then
I think they're back
who
together.
else was bad? Ben Simmons.
Lamar
Ben
Odom.
Simmons,
Ben Simmons
Lamar
was
Odom,
good. He was
Chris
good.
Humphries.
What happened?
Like, come on now.
Lamar Odom.
Lamar Odom was cool, and then he
He got strung out.
with Chloe.
Chris Humphries. He was straight, and he out the league.
Right.
Devin Booker wouldn't allow her to sit in the game Kindle. Like, she wanted to sit with like the media and the press.
Yeah.
I heard that he wouldn't allow that.
He probably
And that's
was
probably
really strict.
that's probably what saved him too, is
Yeah,
that
that's
he wouldn't
probably why
allow
they
her to
broke
be
up.
in the media. Why don't you turn that down?
Yeah, man. So I definitely believe that things would be a little different.
Yeah.
But hey, let's get on to it.
We got one more thing before we go into the game.
Okay.
This week in local news, located about 60 miles northeast of Phoenix, at Bartlett Lake, which is known for its boating and fishing. The lake is now going to, it's known mostly for its boating and fishing, but mostly what the lake is used for is to collect rain and snow.
Okay.
So that way it can, they take the water off the Verde River before it flows into the valley. So they slowly release the water to the canal system to make deliveries to the water and homes. But with the way that the canal and the dam is set up there in Bartlett, it's not effective.
Okay.
So per year, between years 2017 and 2020, they spilled about 250,000 acre feet of water, which ran downstream and was unable to be used. Majority of that water, they said, it's enough water to supply 750,000 households.
We don't have
for
any,
per
any
year
laws.
for a year.
We don't have any laws against this stuff, though.
That's about to change. Bartlett Lake is now going to be updating their dam. They're going to raise the dam about a good, 97 feet. And that's going to help them be able to collect and double the storage of the capacity for Verde River. And they'll be able to use that water to be able to disperse through the community and things like that. So it's about 9 different cities in Arizona that's going to be part of this study and helping Bartlett Lake to be able to, what they're trying to do is to use Bartlett Lake to counteract drought.
Okay.
They're trying to use the rain and snow water to counteract the drought and stuff that we're going to do.
That's a bad plan. That's fucking horrible.
I don't know. Right now, the water that's going into Bartlett Lake, it's evaporating. That's 750,000 homes that could be getting that water that's not getting water.
But what I'm saying, that has to just be one part of the plan. That can't be the whole plan. Because if that's all we have right now, we're in trouble, bro. We need some water. But we can keep playing all we want to. Hopefully, that's a good start. I'm not going to say that it's not, but we got to hurry up, man, and stop playing. Or it's going to be some problems in this city.
Yeah. And, the dam was built pre-World War II.
That's crazy. And they haven't been taking care of it to make sure the water...
it's a World War II dam. So they haven't really... it's 3 parts to it. It's different parts to that dam.
Saying, but what I'm saying, World War II is like 60, 70 years ago. We've been sitting there letting the shits. Dude, I hate this.
Right. That's why they said that that there's the second part of the dam on the Verde River is even smaller than Bartlett, and a third of its capacity is unusable due to sediment of the earthen dam. So there's 3 different dams that comes in this area.
I was trying to get
that's why they do it.
No, you changing all this in the back.
And then they say the construction flaw was because of the World War II era dam that was originally built, and it was originally built for mining, so that they can go out there and mining stuff. So
fucking shit up like always,
right? But now they're trying to renovate it and make it more usable for us now.
Like a commercial, babe. We'll be right back.
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Iesha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment, a race against time. On a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Right. Welcome back. We got Key Scaife in the house. She's awesome. She owns the Perfektionz Boutique online, which is perfectionsboutique.com.
Perfektionz.com.
Perfektionz.com. That's even easier. So yeah, we have her in the house, and we're gonna go ahead and play trivia, and let's see how she does here.
Give me the loot.
Let's see here. If I can find the button here. I can never find it.
Let's get ready to play trivia for loot. Sponsored by Comic Book Corner.
Yep,
That's not sponsored by them.
Comic
But yeah. Let's go.
All right. So, as we discussed earlier, there are a total of 10 questions. If you get 7 out of 10 correct, we will donate to your charity of choice.
Okay.
All right. Ready? Question number 1. Traditionally, what is worn under a kilt?
underwear.
I would say
I know.
nothing under.
Nothing. Yeah.
Nothing. Nothing is correct.
You know what? Okay. You know what that makes me think of? You know what that makes me think of?
Flying Commando.
That reminds me of Fat Bastard from
yeah.
just the
Based on
Question 2. Based on the old name for a swimming pool, what was the one-piece swimming costume once called?
I don't remember either, man.
Skinny
Something
dipping.
Was it
down-
lingerie? I don't know. Brassieres. It was something related to like undergarments.
Yes, you're right, but I don't remember. What was it?
The answer is tank suit.
Wow.
I can't swim, so I don't worry about that.
So
They
a
used to call
pool,
swimming pool a tank.
they used to
a
call it a
swimming
tank.
tank.
A swimming tank.
That's-
So
that sounds
tank suit.
ridiculous.
Next
Let's go to
question.
the tank.
Right.
I trying to go swim. What?
Sound crazy as hell.
Which natural fiber was often used to make the shrouds of Egyptian pharaohs?
You said a fiber?
This natural fiber was often used to make the shrouds of Egyptian pharaohs.
Is it some kind of seed?
Silk? No.
Gold.
That's tough.
Natural fiber. I'm thinking of some type of plant, but I don't know.
Mhm.
You are on the right track.
Yeah.
You said a seed, but flax.
Flaxseed. See,
What?
I'm kind of smart a little bit, because even though I'm not getting this stuff, I'm like, okay,
Flaxseed. Damn, you can make clothes out of that shit? Damn, man.
No respectable woman up until the 1960s would let it all hang out like today's women do.
Right.
So, what garment did women wear to control their girth?
A slip?
Girdle.
Oh, yeah, probably a slip, a girdle.
We're both wrong?
You're both wrong.
Holy shit.
That's another word for it.
Okay, well, give me a couple of seconds.
Or
now. I can't get the
corsage
fashion word
corsage
wrong.
thing? What is it called?
Corset.
A corset.
There it is.
There you go. Corset.
I knew it. I'm gonna hit us with that because it took
That long to get it.
Yep.
Roy Raymond started this undergarment company in 1977.
Ramen noodles.
Something for brassiers, bras, sports bras.
Underground?
Oh, I think I know
Raymond
this one. I think I know this
started
one.
this undergarment company in 1977. It's
Right.
underwear. It's underclothes.
Roy. What was his name again?
Roy Raymond.
I know. Thong.
I know it.
No.
I know it. I know
Let me
it.
get to
Victoria's Secret.
Well, you looking at the answers, so.
No. How? You will see the answers over there. I knew that
But
one.
the answer is Victoria's Secret. It is
Okay.
an undergarment company started in 1977, and all of the models are called angels.
I told you. Her stuff is so. Look at the question. Look at the question.
Where were Doritos?
What?
I told you it'd be the most random questions.
Okay, so
We didn't have
where
TV.
were Doritos invented?
Idaho.
Yeah, I think it's something stupid like that. I'm gonna say
Or like some foreign
New
country.
Mexico.
No.
California.
California is right.
Bakersfield, California.
No. Doritos were invented in Disneyland.
Holy shit.
Really? That's interesting. Okay.
What?
I don't think-
Disneyland invented Doritos.
And they blew up from there.
And they blew up.
Man. Is that the last one?
What are baby rabbits called?
Jerry's?
I think those are kangaroos.
It's
No. Joey's are baby
Joey's.
kangaroos.
Yeah,
Those are baby
Joey's.
kangaroos.
That's kangaroo. You're right, Joey. Dang.
You
it's
said
something.
Jerry.
I want to say like a
I'm so like,
hare.
I had to think about it. I was like,
Joey, yeah. I don't know, man.
a Peter.
Baby rabbits are called kits.
Oh.
What? I ain't never.
These
That's
are
heard no
interesting
shit like
things
that.
that I really
Kids.
didn't know. So.
That's
Nobody-
stupid.
Nobody knows that shit.
How
Kits.
many colors are in a rainbow?
7?
7 is correct.
Oh, I was one off. I said 6.
I was gonna say 8. Crayons always come with 8 colors, man. What's the like? Oh, black is the other one.
What year was the first iPod released?
2002.
I was going to say 02, 03.
Yeah.
And you're all wrong.
7.
That would be 2001.
Oh,
I
crap.
was close.
2000.
Did
Them
we have this
motherfuckers went
question?
away fast.
They
too,
went
man.
away quick.
So fast, but they were huge when they first came out, man.
The MP3 player came out first.
It was so big. No, the iPod first, right? And then the MP3 player was a play off of that.
Mm,
It was a cheap version.
okay. Which country gives students the longest summer holiday?
Europe, UK.
China.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Dang.
Japan?
No.
They don't even get one in China. What am I thinking? I don't know, man. The longest holiday. The U.S.
No.
Mexico?
Damn,
The
what's up?
answer is Italy. Italy gives their students the longest summer holiday.
Wow,
How long do they
she don't know.
I really
Oh.
don't. But that was the last question.
She don't know.
Well,
We could always find out.
thanks for playing. Thanks for making us look dumb, babe.
As always.
have? That was a fun game.
Yeah, man. We always look like idiots. But that's right on. Thanks for playing. Thanks for coming. We really appreciate it. It was nice meeting you.
Thank you guys
Um,
for having me.
For sure, man. And how long you been here?
I've been here for a long time.
Yeah?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
but it's
That's
been a
cool.
while.
Cool, man.
So
We-
Italy gets a total of 3 months. They get like 90 days.
Dang. I would lose it. Get your ass back to school. I'm so sick of this shit. Summer ain't over yet.
It typically starts the second
I'm
week
just
of
thinking
June
about the
and
summer
lasts
that just
until
passed.
the second week of September.
Because they only get like 2 months out here, right? Like 2.5, something like that.
Month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah. Well,
They get double that. Crazy. Just about double that.
well, as long as they do better than, I don't know. Now, the kids that are the smartest are the kids that go to school year round.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
Are they in year round after that? Because do they get other breaks like Christmas?
Oh my God.
That I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, 'cause that's
I was
tough.
just like,
Yeah, they just get the whole thing. I would think so.
I mean, I would think that they would get their normal Christmas, New Year's
Mhm.
Probably
breaks,
do.
but not like a traditional fall break,
But
spring
you know,
break,
A lot
Yeah.
of
and all the little holidays in between, like Columbus Day and stuff like that.
Right.
All
But
I
other
see is
countries-
Jimmy sucks. Then Elijah said, Jimmy, stop being a stereotype and get your butt in the pool. No, I can't swim. I can't. I tried and I can't.
He can't.
Look, Michelle's husband threw me in the pool one time thinking I
Oh.
could swim.
Oh my
Man,
God.
I thought I was
I'm just gonna let
dying.
y'all know. Y'all, if I'm not saving you, motherfuckers.
That's why I don't go in the pool with them.
Nah.
No.
You only person that's
But see
being
here, look.
saved
I thought I was
is
the only
Demi.
one.
But see
I
here,
ain't
look, that's
saving
the
nobody
thing.
but Demi, man. That's it. My daughter. The rest of y'all, we just be born. They
Oh,
couldn't
Demi
swim.
gonna save me.
She ain't saving your big ass.
Yes, she is.
What you
She gonna
talking
come
about?
on, mama.
Do y'all
Are you
teach y'all
kidding
kids?
me?
Cause I don't know how to swim, but my kids know how to swim.
Oh my god. Yeah,
Like,
We're gonna put her in some soap
she's been in
classes.
water already. You know what I mean?
She loves it.
She
She
loves
loves
Bro,
the water.
Elijah, leave me alone, bro.
This
He goes.
dude here.
Elijah said, "Ain't you like 7 foot?" No,
Right. He stand up in the deep end. He already is. It's not even over his head. He's
Right,
talking about
the
he's
6
scared
foot
to
barely
swim.
come above his chest.
He's
He's
talking
talking
about,
about, oh, I'm scared.
I can't swim. If I lose footed, it's over with.
Everybody just like, hey, dog, just stand up.
The pool ain't up but 6 feet deep.
Just stand up, dog.
Bro,
Oh.
I was watching Kevin Hart, bro. He was like, I thought I was drowning. And then they was like, stand up, bro. It's 3 feet, bro. He said, what really happened was, he said, water hit me in my face, and I started panicking.
Yeah, man, you gotta learn how to swim, man.
Bro, I tell people, I was like, the only person I'll go swim with is probably my dad, because he's the only one big enough to, you know what I'm saying? At least drag me out.
Your dad know how to swim, man.
Well, exactly. He's the only one who's going to drag me out,
Does
probably.
Your mother know how to swim?
I don't think so.
Man, I don't understand what's going on with us, bro.
Did Tone know how to swim? I don't think Tone
But
know
that's
how
the
to
thing
swim.
too, though. Like,
Yeah, Tone know how to swim.
but that's the thing too. Like, Black people as a whole, we're typically scared of the water,
I don't understand
and
what's going on.
we
man.
don't teach our children how to not
Maybe
be
we just
afraid
don't
of the
have
water.
pools everywhere. Who knows, man? We
I
got
don't
to
You know
figure it
what,
out.
too, though? I was seeing this video the other day that was saying the reason why kids, or you may have grown up to be afraid of the water and don't know how to swim,
Mhm.
is because of how you were bathed as a newborn.
What the hell?
Yeah, because they say when you bathe them as a newborn, if you're bathing them and you let water just run down their face, they won't be scared of the water when they get older. It'll be something that they're used to, of water being in their face constantly. And if you avoid water, or if you put something where the water just runs off, it doesn't touch their face, then the kids grow up not wanting water to be touching their face.
Then Demi is not going to be afraid of water, because she always got them little Jerry curl juice just running down her face. And just the little Jerry curl juice she be having. And hold on, there's a conspiracy.
No, Elijah, I would not believe any conspiracy theories. So
he said, ain't you like 7 foot? No, bro.
I don't believe it. You got to come with some proof, man. It's not a conspiracy if you have decent proof, decent theory. But hey, thanks everybody for watching, man. We appreciate it. We thank you for coming in and everything. One more time, tell the people your website so they can make sure to get some of your beautiful clothing.
It's www.perfektionz.com,
Mhm.
and it's PERFECKTIONZ.com. And Monday we are having a new release, so y'all check out for that.
Dope. Yeah, man. Make sure you guys check her out, man. She's a very great designer, and we love everything she's doing, and she's a good person. So we want to see her do good. And thanks for watching, and we'll check you guys next week. Peace.
Holla, holla.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week.